to Aaliyah and Try Again here on 1FM 91.3. Good morning. It's the morning drive here on a Monday. Very happy to have with us Eunice Quek from the Straits Times. She's the food online editor. Hello there, Eunice.
Morning. Hello.
Morning.
You have done a series on food that is, oh my God.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, that's
Unreal.
correct.
Homegrown brands,
Yes.
right? F&B brands. We got heritage brands as
Yeah.
well. Some of this is very interesting because, I never knew some of these brands were so old. Right?
Yes.
So we're going to delve
I never knew some of them were
yeah,
that old either.
Yeah.
We're going to delve into that. This is all part of the SG60 F&B icons.
Yes.
So you've featured icons, you've featured homegrown brands. Did you notice patterns about certain foods and why they stick around for so long?
Well, I mean, there are certain foods that are just ingrained, I feel, in our, local food culture, right? So, I don't know about you guys, but, for me, it's straight off, it's the chicken rice, the laksa,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And you can, and people have become so creative, with doing, not just justice to the classics, but they've also kind of taken it, into new forms and all. So that's kind of how I guess the dishes have also evolved. You can't ditch the classic, right? But you also kind of do fun things, keep things fresh, and what better way than all these things always manifest during National Day.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah,
so
always.
and so this is the time, right? It's really the time to try all these crazy things. You can go back to your usual staples after the celebrations are over, but because that's still our day-to-day meals, right?
we heard that someone was doing sambal ribs for National Day.
Yes. One of the rib places.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just interested in the heritage brands.
Yes.
Like SCS butter.
Oh yeah.
That's
right?
a classic.
Classic. We grew up with that.
Yes.
Yo's, for
Yes.
instance.
And the thing about SCS butter, right?
Yeah.
Is it's not changed over the years.
Yes.
If you keep it in the fridge, you take it out. It takes longer to get soft than any other butter, no?
You can still
I don't know why.
Yes.
knock someone out.
Yeah, you can knock
with
someone
a
out
slap.
with SCS butter, no?
Yeah, and then wait, Zamzam.
That's the one.
That is an institution, but it's been around, for 117 years?
117 years. That's right.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yes.
Okay, but
So-
is it still being kept in the family? What's the...
Yes. So
Okay.
so it's still a family run business. It's still at its same location for
Yeah.
No.
I can't remember even how long that has been. It's
Wow.
yeah. And so sometimes I always find it quite interesting because they just do their thing, right? For the past 117 years, there are brands, this is probably a different story altogether about how, they constantly try to innovate. They may or may not make it, and then you have these really institutions that just do, what they do best the entire time. They may have some specials here and there just to,
Yeah.
spice things up a little bit. But sometimes, as they say, right? Like old is gold, right? So
Yeah, sometimes.
it works.
I'll tell you
yeah.
what. We're going to go onto Facebook Live, and I'm going to tell you something about Zamzam that I don't know whether many people know. I discovered this only last year.
Okay, so join us on Facebook right now.
Let's go.
Okay, what is this secret of Zamzam?
So, this is during Ramadan, right? So I'm there at 5:45. I wanted to get an early dinner, and they go, "No, I'm sorry, we're not serving.
Why?
Because?
We don't serve." They take a break, and they don't serve
Yeah.
until buka puasa.
Ah.
Because then they wait for everybody to come
Oh,
in.
right.
Because
Yeah,
they're going to
no,
be
that
full.
makes sense.
So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't serve anybody prior to that.
Yes.
Okay, but also I think it's also staff welfare.
It is.
That
Yes.
they allow
Yeah.
their staff to rest
And I
then to
think it's
eat.
absolutely brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant because they're right opposite a mosque,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? So they're going to get an incredible influx and they need
Yes.
every bit of space that they can get.
Of course.
And I just thought, wow, how wonderful. The staff get a rest.
Yeah.
People who need to break fast have somewhere to go without interruption.
Yeah.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant of them.
Maybe that's why
They've lasted so long.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Because they've got that human touch.
They've got that human touch to them.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, some of these brands that have been around for forever, right? But like we say, they're coming up with fresh takes. Do you think there's value in keeping classics exactly as they are, or this, constantly innovating? Obviously, they have to, like, old
Yes.
meets new approach
Yes.
that keeps it exciting for, like, modern diners or customers.
So I think that kind of helps it keep, you constantly maybe have a new batch of customers that still come in, especially maybe the younger ones who may not be very familiar with the brand. Or if they only see you as, it's where my parents ate, that kind of thing, right? And then they may not want to go, but hey, if you do some cute, chicken rice, onigiri, something like that, maybe I might come, right? And at the same time, at the end of the day, you keep things consistent. Right, so I know that every time I go back to Guangzhou soon for Peranakan food, I go to get a pandan cake from Bengawan Solo, it's straightforward. I know exactly what I'm getting. It's consistent all these years. And people have come to recognize it. It's not just locals, it's also tourists, right? So like when they come, they're like, I need to get this. It's like a checklist. Yeah, we were just buying all the Prima paste for, family that's in town. And
I just used Prima Taste laksa yesterday to make dry laksa.
Because it works.
Yes, it is.
that
It's my
simple.
go-to, right? And I'm very surprised there are so many homegrown brands to be proud of.
Yes.
That you may not know of. So in the article, there's so many, aside from the usual, right? Fei Xiong, which is a fishball
Fish
noodle
balls,
place,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Lam Soon, of course, we know,
Yeah.
cooking oil. And then Komala Villas.
Yeah.
I never knew.
I
They've
still
been
go
around-
to Komala Villas.
Yeah, they've been
Still
around since the
On
40s,
point.
1947.
Yes,
Komala Villas, do you know when I go to Komala Villas? I go to Komala Villas once a year.
When you've sinned,
No,
you need
but it's close.
vegetarian food.
But it's close. Good Friday. I will go to
That makes sense.
Yeah, because you want
vegetarian food.
you want vegetarian, but
Yes.
you still want flavor
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that surprised me, and it's great because these articles, it's a 4-parter, right?
Yes.
So there are 4 parts to the article.
Yes.
Actually showcases all these brands that are homegrown because we're talking about SG60. So tell me, what was the process like getting together all these different
Oh
brands?
my gosh.
That must have been hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to look at our long list.
But I mean, how long did you take to put together the list? And then, did some brands make it or not? Or what?
I mean, I'll be very honest. Yeah, we had to cut out quite a fair bit.
Yeah.
It's not about who's better than the other. It's not about that, but it was really about like which ones we could make like a really strong case for, and for those that we we did get quite a number of comments that were like, oh, where's my Ya-kun? And Ya-kun was one of the names that came up quite prominently, like on like comments on like our Instagram and all that. And well, that's actually because for those that was how we kind of like, put everything together. It was like, okay, for those that we have maybe too many of,
Right.
that was where we put them all in like the first edition. So like we put it under like the kopi,
Right.
toast and eggs as your quintessential, Singapore breakfast and where you can go for it. And then obviously we also wanted to like highlight some of the more, maybe like you say, like the lesser known brands. They're there.
True.
Sometimes I feel like we forget that they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So
And so that's how we kind of manage things,
Okay.
to kind of make sure we kind of give at least some kind of airtime to everyone, whether in terms of their branding or whether in terms of the kind of food that's really close to our hearts,
Yeah.
right?
So you did go as far across the board as you possibly could.
We did our best, yes.
When you did all this, we're talking about saving the classics and the classics evolving for the younger audience. Did you come across classics that had been adopted by a different community and given a different touch?
So say like maybe like your nasi lemak. If your question is why I'm interpreting it correctly. we have had quite a lot of interesting iterations
We have.
of it.
Yes.
And that was actually written by my colleague Hedy some
Okay.
time ago as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So it was quite interesting because we kind of had like, I remember very clearly, I mean, I wasn't the one who wrote the story, but like I remember very clearly there was like some nasi lemak risotto.
Yes.
Yes.
And like when I was looking at the photo, when I was reading about it, I was like, wow, this might be, you know, as far as it goes, maybe.
Very out there. Okay, so we're going to go back on air right now and continue this conversation with Eunice. Donna Summer, and this time I know it's for real on 1FM 91.3. We got Eunice Quek with us from the Straits Times and talking about a series of articles that's already out, SG60 F&B icons, right? So with SG60 coming around the corner, there are all these different collaborations. Do you think it's too gimmicky, or have you come across anything that you like, for instance?
I don't think it's too gimmicky simply because I feel like it's okay to do it at this timing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you do it any other time, I feel like it's a bit, maybe it's a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you really want to go all out, now is the time, right? Have I come across anything too crazy?
Yeah.
I feel maybe not. I mean, maybe like the nasi lemak risotto, I feel like that might be, you know, going a bit, you know, far with it, maybe. I haven't tried it yet. I'm sure it's delicious. But yeah, and we've seen like, you know, like I mentioned just now, the chicken rice onigiri.
Yeah.
We've had it in like sushi rolls.
Yeah.
We've had, you know, well, I guess more recently, like your McDonald's chili crab.
Chili crab.
That's chili crab everything now, right?
Yes.
I know.
Regardless
Why
of fast
is
food
everyone
chain,
going
right?
with chili crab.
I think Moss Burger actually has an interesting one. It's a prawn noodle inspired collab, which I actually think might be quite interesting to try.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's about, you know, I mean, there's a lot of thing about how like it's very well marketed. Some things are really well marketed. But it has to deliver on, you know,
Yeah.
flavor
Taste and flavor.
all that. And then and I think that's where, you know, it can fall into the gimmicky part, because when you eat it and you realize, maybe this wasn't as good as I was hoping it was gonna be.
The idea was nice.
Idea is great. Yes,
Okay.
execution. Yeah.
On a personal note, what was your favorite childhood food? I mean, let's talk about this. What kind of memory does it bring back for you? Since we're, you know, celebrating SG60, going back in time, you know, what was a favorite from your childhood? Start with you, FD.
My favorite childhood food.
Yeah, from any of the brands or anything at all.
As much as you did Zamzam, Islamic.
What? I've never tried
Islamic.
it.
It's just down the road from Zamzam.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. What about you, Eunice?
So I think this one will probably be my favorite, simply because when I was putting together like a mini shoot for it, I may have eaten one too many of them. The Kongguan biscuits.
Yes.
So like your ice gems.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna go for that, but I'm gonna go with 菊桂. That's my favorite. The 建波水果.
The other one I like is, remember the cream cracker that had sugar on top?
Yes.
Oh, that's another one.
That's sotapia.
Yeah.
With sugar.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Always a classic. Okay, thanks so much for joining us here today,
Thank
Eunice.
you.
So part 4 of the series is going to be out next week, right?
Like this.
Oh,
yeah,
this week.
weekend.
Okay.
Oh, this weekend. Okay, great.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
search online. The article is titled SG60 F&B Icons. Once again, Eunice Quek from The Straits Times.
Thank you.
Mornings are now the best. The Morning Drive. Weekdays from 6 till 10 on FM 91.3.
It's Monday, the 28th of July.
This is 1FM, a station of SPH Media.